Hi everybody, this is Life with Leonard and welcome to another episode. Now, today's episode was inspired by one of you guys. I received an email that I would like to share with you. I thought I was going to have his children one day. I thought we were going to grow old together and wake up every day by each other's side. He just told me he don't love me anymore. He can't go on anymore. He lost all feelings for me. I was madly, deeply in love with this man. I dedicated the past 3.5 years of my life loving him and only him. I never cared for anyone as much as I cared for him. I'm still in love with him. What do I do? How do I continue with my life? I still remember he told me he felt goosebumps when I told him that he's mine and I'm his. He would always tell me to never leave him, and I never did, but he left me. How do I move on? Please help me get through this. And this is just a snippet of the email that I received. So today I'm going to share with you 5 things that you can do to get yourself back together after a breakup. You see, heartbreak is such an emotional and psychological roller coaster, and no one is immune to it. The first thing that you should do to help put yourself back together after a heartbreak is letting go. Otherwise, your mind will feed you hope. Now, hope is a beautiful thing, but it can be incredibly destructive when your heart is broken. Heartbreak is a master manipulator, and the ease at which it gets your mind to do the complete opposite of what is needed in order for you to recover is remarkable. You see, one of the most common tendencies that we have as human beings when our heart is broken is to idolize the person who broke it. You spend all your time remembering their smile and how great they make you feel, the times that you dance in the rain, and heartbreak will do that. It will make all those memories pop back in your mind, those thoughts and those feelings. But however difficult it is, you simply have to let go. Now, the second thing that you should do to help put yourself back together after a breakup is make your decision to get over them. This is very important. You have to make that decision and you have to commit to it. Now, I know that this is difficult. I know that this is painful. I know that it seems impossible, but just do it. You have to. It is good for you. Studies have shown that withdrawal from romantic love activates the same mechanisms that gets activated when addicts withdraw from substances such as cocaine. And this is powerful stuff. You are always in search of that fix, knowing that it isn't good for you, but it's the comfort. And that is what makes heartbreak so difficult to heal. You have to recognize, as compelling as the urge is, with every trip down memory lane, every text you send, every time you stalk your ex on social media, that your addiction to this person is deepening your emotional pain, and your actions is complicating your recovery. Now, number 3 is the one that I want you to pay particular attention to, and that is to accept that it's over. And the reason why this is such an important point is because heartbreak shares all the hallmarks of traditional loss and grief: insomnia, intrusive thoughts, and depression. It is a complex psychological injury that impacts us in a multitude of ways. Someone who was very sociable is suddenly deprived. You lose your social life. You lose your shared friends, your identity as a couple, that void in your life. And you have to fill that void, who you are and what your life is all about. Those voids in your social life, those extramural activities that you have to do all by yourself. You guys used to do it together, but those things are gone now. Even the empty spaces on the wall where pictures of you guys used to hang. I know this might come across as a bit harsh, but it needs to be said. And you still idolizing your ex, instead of focusing on how they've wronged you. Don't give them a starring role in the next chapter of your life where they shouldn't even be an extra. The Bible teaches us that hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when desire comes, it is a tree of life. Everything in life happens for a reason. You have to accept it. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how much it hurts. You see, getting over a heartbreak, it's a journey, it's a battle, it is a fight. You can do it, but you have to commit to it. Now, number 4 is write down the things that you dislike about them. You see, when you look back at your relationship, you only want to remember the good things. You don't want to remember that while you guys were dancing in the rain, that you twisted your ankle and your significant other never really followed up with you. They didn't really care. They phoned you that evening, yes, and maybe the next day as well, but they never really checked up on how your ankle was doing. You see, you have to balance things out. You have to make a list of all the things and ways that that person was wrong for you. You have to trick that brain of yours, because your brain only wants to remember the good things. And every time you want to go down memory lane or even at a hint of nostalgia, go to your list. See, none of us are immune to heartbreak, and it can leave you utterly devastated. As was the case with the letter I read earlier, you could just feel and sense the pain after her heart was broken. And love is blind. And there is so much truth in that. But someone who loves you will never put themselves in a position to lose you. And last but not least is for you to realize that missing someone is part of letting go. Now, getting over a heartbreak is hard. But if you refuse to be misled by your own mind and you take the necessary steps to your own healing, you can significantly reduce and minimize your own suffering. And it won't be just you who benefit from that. You'll be more present with your friends, more engaging with your family. And if you know someone whose heart is broken, be more considerate, have more compassion, because social support is important for their recovery and healing. And have patience, because it's going to take them longer to move on than what you think it should. And if you are hurting, know this: it is painful, it is difficult, it is a battle within the mind, and you have to be diligent to win it. You have all the ability and the weapons that you need to overcome this, to heal. And just because you miss somebody doesn't mean that you need them back in your life. Surround yourself with good people, good friends. Surround yourself with positivity and laughter. Everything that you need is inside you. Find yourself again and you will find happiness. Thank you so much for watching once again, everybody. I always love spending time with you, and I hope that you will find value in today's video. And if you did, please leave your comments in the comments section below. And before I go, as I'm speaking at the moment, we have 132 subscribers. And I know for many YouTubers that will be a mediocre amount, but I am so grateful for all 132 of you who have committed and subscribed to my channels. And if you are watching and haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider to do so? There's a subscribe button in the right hand corner of your screen. You can click on it, and remember to click the bell icon and turn on your notifications, and that way you will be notified whenever I upload new content. Thank you so much once again, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.